everyone. Welcome back to Brats in the Back Row. Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Fun.
I'm uploading the video right now.
We multitask. We got
and
things
Maylene
going
are
on.
Clicking away.
We multitask here.
Uh,
Rats in the Back Row Incorporated.
LLC. Welcome back. This is the podcast where one of us forces the other brats to watch a movie of their liking. I'm Emily.
I'm Ali.
And I'm Maylena.
And this week, I forced the other brats to watch absolute classic, not at all terrible Red, White, and Royal Blue. Yes! We have to salute. We have to salute for this movie.
We legally have
Woman president.
My woman president will get into it. If you heard the thing, by the way, that was my audio. Whatever. Yes.
My coworker Mason has been telling me to watch this movie for months now.
Gay
and
Mason?
So, yes. And when I told him we were watching this movie, he was so excited, and I told him today that I had watched it last night. And he was like, "Oh my goodness, what did you think?" And I was like, and then he called me homophobic.
And yes, we know this to be true.
As covered in
Ali's
several
homophobic
episodes.
Again.
It's like a roller coaster. Non-homophobia with female trouble, and then homophobia with Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Again, selective homophobia. Female trouble did not deserve the homophobia. Red, White,
Royal Blue does. Before we get into everything, how was everyone's week? How was everyone? I do nothing, so how was everyone? All right.
I got my eyebrows waxed today for the first time.
Wow. I do wax.
I usually get them threaded. Yeah. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. I
It's
usually get them threaded.
Mm-hmm.
The waxing part was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was when she went in with the tweezers after.
Yeah.
That's always the worst part.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
Do you get your eyebrows waxed, May?
No. Well, the first couple of times I got my eyebrows done. I was 15, and I got my eyebrows waxed. And I only went twice because the first time was fine. The second time, she fucked up the shape of my eyebrows.
Oh.
And that's how my eyebrows are now today. So they're like perpetually just like uneven forever, which is fine. But
you're just a little inquisitive. You're just a little woo.
So now I just shave my eyebrows and it's fine.
That's fair.
Oh. With the little sticks.
Yeah, with the little razor sticky.
Yeah. I've been thinking about doing that too, just because I dread going to get my eyebrows threaded because in the moment it hurts.
Yes.
But I know I look so pretty after.
So beautiful.
I do so, but my eyebrows are the best feature on my face. I will say that. I care for them very deeply. But yeah, so I've been thinking about just shaving them. I only got them waxed today because I showed up to the place, didn't make an appointment, showed up to the place and I said, "Can I get my eyebrows threaded?" And she was like, "Well, the threading lady's not here today, but you can get them waxed." And I was like, "Well, I'm not gonna come back if I don't do it right now." So
this will not happen if this isn't now.
I will put it off again. So I was like, "Yeah, put me down for an eyebrow waxing."
Here's a nickel. Give me a wax like it's the 1910s. Oh, nice. I get my eyebrows waxed, and I mean, it's fine. I actually got them recently done.
They look great.
Thank you.
We all have
we all have good eyebrows, everyone. We all have.
Yeah, my eyebrows need to be cleaned up. It's been a few weeks since I shaved them, but usually when I shave my eyebrows, I also just like do a full exfoliation and just shave my face. So it's a process.
And everything.
Is shaving your face real? Do you know what I mean by that? Okay.
No, I understand what you mean by
Like,
it.
You definitely can do it.
I was like, because
Yeah.
I've seen like influencers on, you know, Instagram, they do like that powder thing, and it's like, but that doesn't seem real. Like,
well, okay, what the influencers are doing, I don't know what they're doing.
I don't know
it for,
what that
but
is.
it's not real. I do it just because I want to get rid of my little mustaches.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, well, if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just like clean it up, everything up, you know?
Okay. That's fair. I don't know what.
Yeah,
what's
but I
going
don't know what the
what-
fuck the influencers are doing.
They have that like
do
powder thing. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's like a hair identifier so that they can see where the hair is.
Which is
But
like,
there was-
why?
Yeah, well, one guy was like, well, if you need the spray to find the hairs, then you probably, like, your hair's probably fine. Like, you can't see it anyways. But apparently they do the hair shaving thing because it helps makeup go on
smoother.
I guess.
Which I
don't see how, but whatever.
I guess the only exfoliating that makes sense is like if you have like a skin, you know, mask thing. That's the only exfoliant that makes sense. And that's like a shaving exfoliant thing, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. And also, like, sometimes hair on your face, like, protects you, like, from the dangers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's like people talk about, like, nose hair, and it's like, well, that's there for a reason. Same as, like, eyelashes.
Have you seen men? I saw this video.
Men do this, yes.
Twitter is a hellscape. I don't know. Yeah. It's gotten, like, dramatically worse. Like, it's always been bad, but it's gotten worse. And so, like, there's these, like, blue check accounts that are, like, just terrible things that come up on my Twitter. And I'm like, oh, God. But I saw one because somebody I knew retweeted something. And apparently these men are, like, getting their eyelashes surgically removed. Maybe Trixie was also talking about this, and Trixie and Katya. They're getting their eyelashes, like, surgically removed because they're like, that's gay, you know, like toxic masculinity and everything. Eyelashes help you. Eyelashes are there for a reason.
Eyelashes.
I saw a video of guys shaving their eyelashes, like, short.
Oh,
not with one of those like barber razors.
I don't care. It's all bad.
It's bad, but just so the audience can get a visual, if they haven't seen this video, they just take like the barber razor, like for like a fade or whatever, and then they just take it to their eyeball,
which is horrifying. At one,
so risky. Yeah. Why are men like this? Men are like, let me put a razor up to my eye.
You know what being a real man is? Taking away the thing that makes my eyes being able to see. Like,
also,
hey,
how do you
some guys have really... I don't know.
How do you surgically remove...
I don't know. I saw this, like, it was, like, literally, like, on, you know, the chair, laying down, and somebody's, like, I don't know who's allowing this. I don't know what doctor is allowing this. I saw a video. I have no... Upstairs medical college is going on. But, like, the like, surgeon, I guess, was going in and just going, like, cooking. I was like...
How do you find these guys?
I don't know. I don't know where you look. I don't know who's allowing it. I have no clue.
If I put into Google eyelash surgery removal, like...
Hold on, I'll do it right now.
Do people come up?
Surgery.
Right. Maybe do that incognito.
Nah,
I feel
okay.
like that's not like a legal procedure.
No.
Or it shouldn't be, at least.
Oh, it's called trichiasis. Oh my god, I'm saying it. Trichiasis. It involves an in-office surgical procedure to excise the entire eyelash follicle. Surgically removing the eyelashes will prevent regrowth of the lashes. Why is Vermont allowing this?
The
Vermont.
It's like a whole thing. You have to get electrolysis, epilation, and then the taken out. What the fuck? I already am like nervous going to like the eye doctor for a checkup when they have to do that like thing for to see if you have cataracts. They have to like puff the air in the eye. I hate that. I can't even imagine this.
I hate that. That's crazy. Which is why I also cannot get LASIK.
Oh
like,
yeah.
I cannot get LASIK surgery. I'm so scared that they're gonna fuck something up.
And then I die on the table.
And then I die. Like, I can't do it.
Also, I've heard LASIK's like bad. Like it, like I don't know if it degradates over time, but like it, like isn't good for you.
It doesn't last. Like I thought it was like a forever fix.
Yeah,
it doesn't. You have to go and get it again.
Yeah. Also, sometimes it just doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't like. I don't know if "hold on" is the right term, but it's like your eye is just like, no, it's okay. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, your eye doesn't accept it.
Just wear glasses.
So it's like awesome. That's like $5,000 down the drain.
It is insane that the men are like, this is what masculinity is. No, it is not. Yeah. You weirdo freaks. Like.
Now you look crazy.
You look crazy. You're looking insane. Your eyes are being destroyed because eyelashes take out debris. We all know this. You learned this in like kindergarten. Your
eyes are constantly red and watery because there's so much shit in your eye now.
Exactly.
All the germs are getting into your eye because the eyelashes aren't there to protect them.
To protect you.
Stupid.
It's insane. Ugh. Stupid. Anyway.
Also, the other concerning eyelashes, the other thing I've seen people do, and this is like an immigrant thing from what I've seen, but don't quote me on that. Is that people will like when they're younger, their like parents will cut their eyelashes short because it makes their eyelashes grow fuller later.
Oh.
But sometimes it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Sometimes it doesn't happen.
Weird.
Like.
Yeah.
No.
Because I get that with like. I get that with like cutting a baby's hair. If a baby like
that happens.
Hair and that happens. But the eyelash is like. Eyelash is a different kind of hair.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't follow the same laws of hair that, like, the hair on your head follows.
Yeah. That is insane.
Anyways.
Awful. Just leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. You can put mascara on, but other than that, leave it alone.
And if you put mascara on, take it off after.
Take it off. It's gonna hurt it's gonna ruin your eyes. Also, go a couple days without it as well.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that. I'm sorry.
I also am guilty of leaving mascara on. Sometimes I'll wake up and there's like black under my eye. I'm like, whoopsie.
Hi. What?
No, like I take it off, but sometimes I miss a spot, and so.
No, I don't. I go to bed. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay,
I go.
Allie's the insane one.
Not insane, just lazy.
I want everyone to know I take off my makeup thoroughly.
I do too. Well, I get sleepy. I'm like, God, I just want this done.
Apparently not thoroughly.
Apparently not. Sometimes, well, my eyes hurt after. I use makeup wipes. That's why. I'm like scrubbing the eye. I'm like, my eyes are burning.
Yeah, so. I don't use makeup wipes. But also, like, sometimes my eyes, because I use the fucking, like, micellar water. How the fuck you say that?
Yeah. Micellar?
Micellar?
I don't know. But I use that, and sometimes, like, my eyes hurt. But I think that's mostly because of, like, the mix of, like, makeup coming off, and then also, like, my contacts that have been in all day.
Yeah.
Like, I take my contacts out when I'm doing it.
Right.
But it's still, like, it's, you know.
Your eyes are, like, sore from wearing contacts.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was just me. Yeah.
No, my eyes get sore after a while. That's why I go days without wearing contacts. I have to be like, I have to wear glasses. My eyes hurt.
Yeah. I go the weekends without contacts because I'm like, this is my time to not see. That's also part of the reason why I don't want to get LASIK is because I love to just take my glasses or my contacts out.
I don't want to
not be able to see.
I don't want to see any of this. I wear my glasses on days where I'm like not leaving or like doing something important. Like. Yeah. So. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, leave your fucking eyes alone. Anyway.
Leave your eyes alone.
All right, we watched Red, White, and Royal Blue, which is an insane movie. Just bonkers movie. And we're gonna get into it, but I do want to give some like basic facts about the movie to lead up into it. Just to give context. I think that's good. Okay, so this is based on a novel by author Casey McQuiston. They've written 4 books with a 5th on the way. I have read all 4 books. They're all not that great. And I don't know why I keep giving Casey McQuiston a chance. But one day I'm like, one day it's going to be good. And then I keep getting let down. They actually did write a YA novel called I Kiss Shara Wheeler. That's actually pretty good. Like, it's the best out of everything.
Okay.
And it's about it because it's the most personal to Casey's life growing up in the South into an evangelical Christian conservative life, church and school and lifestyle and being queer. So that one was actually pretty good. I was like, I'm kind of enjoying this. Okay, but other than that, they're all eh. I literally wrote down, I've read all of them. They're all okay. They're all okay. The first book they ever wrote was called Red, White, and Royal Blue. This is their debut novel. They started writing it after seeing the 2016 election. This is basically an AU if Hillary Clinton won.
Wait, okay. I have a question. This might get into your thing a bit. Isn't this also allegedly... Okay.
That's
okay.
So what May is referring to, I will say yes. This is basically like the alternate timeline. Like, what if Hillary won instead of Trump? Which is, imagine Uma Thurman as Hillary Clinton. Just keep that in mind.
With the crazy Texan accent.
We'll get
Hillary
into
Clinton's not from Texas.
No, she's from like New England. Like, I think.
Yeah. It's giving like big Connecticut vibes.
Yeah, like that's the vibe I at least get is like New England, Eastern Seaboard. But yeah, it's like Uma Thurman. I don't even know the mom's name. It's Uma Thurman. Like, this is Uma Thurman.
Do they say her name? She's just Madam President.
No, they say it, but I can't.
She might be
Claremont Diaz. Something Claremont Diaz.
Is the last name?
I know the last name.
Is it Ellen?
Ellen.
Hillary Clinton is from Chicago.
The Midwest.
Where the Pope is from?
Where the Pope is from. The new Pope is from.
Her name is Ellen.
The new Pope is from.
Her name is Ellen. I was right.
Yeah. And so, what was I going to say? Yeah. Uma Thurman is the first female president in the book universe. And so, if Hillary won, so would Hillary. So, keep that in mind. What May was about to talk about is, so this is allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly, I couldn't find actual evidence of this. I couldn't even find evidence of where this rumor started, but that this is based on a fan fiction. It's possibly based off of 2 ships. I found evidence, like, not evidence, but, like, ideas of what the 2 ships are based off of. It's either, like, this is, like, a reworked fanfiction into a novel. We've seen it before, like, that crazy Raylo one that I fucking hate. Yeah. I've never read it, I hate it. I just hate Raylo. Anyway, this is possibly based off the ship Merthyr, which is Merlin and Arthur from BBC's Merlin.
Sure.
Maybe. Or the one that I think is crazier, which is the ship Mark Zuckerberg, and Eduardo Saverin from specifically The Social Network.
Wait, say that again?
So this could possibly be a rewritten fan fiction of the ship Mark Wado, official name. I looked up what is the official name of this ship because I was like, there has to be one. Which is Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, and Eduardo Saverin, Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield, The Social Network.
From
Yes,
The Social Network, specifically The Social Network, not real people fiction, just The Social Network. No. But which is fucking. That's why there's so many. If you go on Letterboxd and look at the reviews, that is why there's so many based on The Social Network. It's because people are like, I think this is I don't know where this rumor came from. It is again alleged. I looked. I was like going down on Reddit forums. I was like, where is this like coming from? I could not find it. May has lost her mind.
I was so confused because everybody kept saying that Andrew Garfield should have been in this movie, and I was like, I don't know, guys. I think he's a little too old.
Allie taking it. She's taking it at like face value. Like, they play Nicholas Galitzine, like the British. He's a little old, I guess. He could have been a brother. I don't know.
This is insane.
It is insane. I've heard this for years. I could not find any information on it. The Merthyr thing is new to me as well. I only knew about.
I don't think I heard about that one.
That was on a Reddit forum I saw. It was a couple Reddit forums I saw, and I was like, okay, all right, I'll give you. I've never seen Merlin. I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everyone.
I can't speak on the Merthyr, but the thing about the Social Network fan fiction that really tickles me.
It really is. Yeah, I can speak on. Well, I can't speak on it. I've just seen The Social Network, and I will say it's a kind of gay movie. Like,
no, it's a very gay movie.
Yes.
But you think about The Social Network, and then you think about Red, White, and
Royal Blue.
You try to find how are we getting one?
What I'm assuming is that is some sort of AU that was written.
100%. But it's so far removed from any sort of social network canon.
It's just so insane to me. Like they were like. I'm like speechless. Like I don't know. Like it is so far removed from that canon. Like I don't know. Like,
and it's also like you watched Red, White, and Royal Blue, and you're not watching it and thinking like this reminds me of the Social Network. Yeah, because you know those 5 Harry Styles fanfic movies
after
the one also with Nicholas Galitzine and Anne Hathaway.
Right. The idea of you. It's not in the After universe, but
no, it's a separate one. But it's still Harry Styles fanfiction.
Yeah, and you
watch those movies and you're like, this is Harry Styles.
Like I can tell, but
I can tell.
You watch this.
You watch Red, White, and Royal Blue. It's like, okay, but who's Mark Zuckerberg?
Who is creating a social media company? Where is they talk about shares in the social now? Like it's data collection. I'm like, what is? Where? That's why when I first because when I read the book years ago, I literally I don't even know where my copy is. I have no fucking clue. But when I was reading it, I was like, okay, cool. I just took it at face value. And then I went online and people are like, yeah, this could possibly be Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Saverin fanfiction. And I was like, where? Like I couldn't. If it is, Casey McQuiston did a good job covering it up. I have no clue.
I don't know.
Who's...
Now, who's who is also the thing.
Oh, yeah, that's also the thing. Like, who's who?
I think Eduardo Saverin...
England.
No, but Eduardo's the more, outgoing one. So, I think he's probably, Alex.
He would be... Yeah.
And then Mark Zuckerberg's Henry.
Is Prince of England.
Which because Eduardo is also more emotionally, intelligent.
Yeah. And
also Eduardo is supposed to be a person of color. Andrew Garfield is a white man.
He is a white man.
Eduardo,
and he's in the Jewish fraternity.
There's a lot of things going on with that character.
You can be Hispanic and Jewish, but his name is Eduardo.
His name is Eduardo. That's why. Yeah. I'm imagining. I mean, he's the party guy. You know, he comes out. He's all. So that's Alex, I guess. Alex, it's insane. And I mean, we're not even talking about like also the crux of this whole thing is that it's Mark Zuckerberg and Eduardo Saverin. I fully recognize that The Social Network is a really gay movie. I watched that and I was like, wow, that is crazy. Wow. How can you make something of the Facebook origins this gay? But yeah. To write fanfic is also crazy. No, but I'm mad respect, honestly.
No, it's mad respect, but like The Social Network movie, a very homosexual movie. They've had sex in that movie.
100%.
But Mark Zuckerberg himself,
insane.
That's a homophobic man.
Insane. He is literally a homophobic man. Oh my god, it's so.
He calls people the F slur.
Yeah. It is so. Anyway, so this may be this. This may be this. So just go with that knowledge. The rights for this movie went out in 2019. The movie released in 2020 on Amazon Prime. It's directed by Matthew Lopez, who is more known for like stage work and stuff. It stars. We talked about this. Stars Nicholas Galitzine, Nicholas Galitzine from my favorite movie, that one Cinderella or Purple Hearts movie. That one military movie called Purple Hearts. That's insane.
I fear I need to watch that.
No, you don't. No.
Hold on. My boss watched it when it came out, and she like low-key liked it.
No.
And I was like, I was like, wow, okay.
What, May?
Okay, I'm on Reddit now. I'm listening to you guys. Trust me, I'm listening. I'm multitasking here. Someone on Reddit is claiming, and apologies if you read the same Reddit, but I don't know. Someone on Reddit said that Red, White, and Royal Blue started as a Social Network RPF fanfic between Andrew Garfield and Jesse Eisenberg. So not even their characters.
The RPF? Honestly, that's kind of better. I'm so glad for that.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense.
Also, again, where do we get the Prince of England and the president's son? Like, where does that come in?
We're just like, what would be the most interesting dynamic?
I have an idea. A scholar, you may say. It's insane. I did not read that one. I only read ones that had like Eduardo and everything, or Mark Zuckerberg. Nicholas Galitzine, Taylor Zakar Perez, who most known for this in the Kissing Booth trilogy.
Oh, he's in that.
Yeah, he's in like the second and third one. I don't think he's in the first one. I've never watched these movies. I just have knowledge apparently.
He's in the second movie. He's in the second movie.
I know. Yeah, I know that for sure. I mean, he may be in the third, but I know he's in the second.
He's not in the third one.
Have you watched these movies?
I watched the first two, not because I was interested in them. I want to make it very clear. I wasn't a fan of these movies, but I needed to know what was going on.
I need to know what's happening. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Uma Thurman, we've talked about, which is insane. She's doing a crazy accent in this. She's from the South, and she's going, "Hey, y'all!" And it's so fake, and it's so crazy. And I will only, I know her name is Ellen, but she will only be President Uma Thurman for me.
Just Uma Thurman.
And then also crazy, and Ali, you brought this up, Stephen Fry is the King of England. How they got him, who knows?
Here. Wait, and remind me, or correct me if I'm wrong, Stephen Fry gay?
No.
Else? Okay.
Hold on. I need to make sure. He's a Jewish atheist and is openly gay. What?
Oh, I was right.
He came out in the 80s.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Steven, my man.
This adds a layer.
This adds a layer. Look at Allie. An ally.
Ally.
Wow. All right, cool. Good for him. I didn't know that. This adds another layer to this. Yeah. there's also, upon rewatching this, I realized that there's going to be a sequel sometime in the future.
Because there's like 5 books.
Yeah. No. There's one book.
Are there?
One book.
There's one red, white, and royal blue book?
Casey McQuiston has only written standalones.
There's no sequel.
There's no sequel. That is my next note was I have absolutely no clue what it's about. Like I could not tell you. Yeah.
I was thinking about that when watching this movie because I was like, first of all, there's no second book to go off of.
No.
And then another point is that this is pretty much wrapped up.
This is wrapped up.
I don't need to know more about what's going on with them.
I know Casey McQuiston wrote like a little short story just for like the holidays. About Alex and Henry, because in the book they live in a Brooklyn brownstone together.
Okay.
And it's just like a little.
I don't need a whole movie
but
about that.
I don't even know how you can. You don't need it. I don't know. I have no clue how any of this. This movie does wrap up pretty nicely. Like it's like done. I don't know if nicely is the right word, but it's done.
Yeah. Like, are you going to do another election? Is Stephen Fry going to die? Like, is Henry going to have to become King of England? Like, what's going on?
But he's not, because his brother will be.
He's the spare.
But this would require
everybody dies.
Stephen Fry
and the brother.
And his brother to die. But what's happening?
Who knows? That was okay. That's all my intro. Do you guys want to have a discussion about like us together talking about it, or do you want to? I have also a section of book versus movie because there's a lot of differences. Okay. What do you guys want?
Should we talk about our impressions really quick, and then Emily can tell us about book versus movie?
All right. So I have some things about like I think generally we all can recognize, but what did you guys think about this movie? This was at least your first time watching it. May, I know you've watched this before because we've talked about it.
Yeah. I want to say for our lovely listeners out here, I didn't read the book. When did this book come out? I don't know when this book came out.
2019, 2018?
Okay. Yeah, so it came out at the time when I was not reading YA anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I am too old for this. I was not. I was of the age range, but whatever. So I didn't know anything about Red, White, and Royal Blue at all until the movie came out. I think the only reason I watched it was because people were like, we need gay people. And I said, okay.
And I went right on.
Right on.
Representation. So I watched the movie because I was like, right on gay people. You know? I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. But if this makes you guys happy, so be it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Allie, what did you think? Or May, whatever. I don't care.
Allie, go.
Well, dialogue bad. Dialogue not good. But I've also never read the book, and I hadn't. This was my first time watching the movie. I thought it would be better because everyone seemed so hyped when it came out. There are so many fans of this book. I can't remember hearing a bad thing about it when it came out, except we had to force Nicholas Galzatine to come out as straight. He had a girlfriend.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Ooh, I remember.
I forgot about that. That's right.
He's not gay.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Yeah.
A tragedy.
Dialogue
that's
bad.
The thing.
Yeah.
No, sorry, go. Go ahead.
Go.
Go.
Oh my god.
Thank you. There were also a lot of letterbox reviews saying that this is like First Daughter but woke.
Who said that was what Sarah says.
Said that.
Sarah says like this is
Letterbox.
That was in a letterbox review? Oh my god. Well,
there were a lot of letterbox reviews that were like, this is almost First Daughter. And it is almost First Daughter. I'm going to make a book recommendation. If there are people who like the books and who like the movie or like this dynamic or whatever, I have this series That's kind of, it's like a YA series. That's kind of one of my guilty pleasures. I can't. Sorry.
Are you reading yaoi? What's going
on? I'm trying to look at my bookshelf, but my room is dark right now, so I don't.
Yeah.
It's called. The series is called. It's basically like if the United States had a monarchy instead of the presidency.
What?
And so, it's about it's like this. She's about to become the first queen of America, and then her father dies, and she's in love with her bodyguard. That's the first book. That's a whole.
You read this?
I did read it. I think it's called American. Sorry, I'm gonna turn my light on because I need to know now.
American Royals?
Yes.
Okay, I looked it up.
Thank you.
Okay.
It's called American Royals. That's the first book, and then the second one is called something Majesty.
I've seen this cover.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a third book that came out, and I haven't read it, but I kind of want to because
I thought for a second that you were talking about the Selection series. You guys know the Selection series?
I have never read it, but it's the one with the girl in the bubble in the photos, right?
No, not the girl in the bubble. The girl in the bubble
Her name is
a different YA series.
Oh.
The Selection series.
Oh, is
Selection?
Hold on. Oh, these ones.
Selection is the one where the girl, her name is America Sings or something like that, no?
Yeah, her name is America Singer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Those books are so bad, but I love them.
I am up.
They're the most disgusting heterosexual shit I've ever read in my life. But they're so fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah. They're really bad. Anyways.
That's insane.
Oh, can I spoil the American Royals first book for y'all?
Sure, I'm not reading this ever.
Yeah. Well, okay, so she falls in love with her bodyguard, and she's like, well, I guess we'll get married then. And she goes and tells... her father has been having, like, heart issues, and they've been like, oh, we can't, like, bother him or anything or worry him because then he'll die. But she's like, because she's the oldest daughter, she's like, my entire life I've been scrutinized, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
The whole... growing up in the eyes of the public.
Okay.
But she goes to her father one day and she goes, I'm gonna marry the bodyguard. And he has a heart attack and dies!
I knew it! She's gonna kill her father! That's insane. That is an insane plot point.
It is.
Awesome.
And, yeah, he dies and then she becomes Queen of America and her
Queen of
bodyguard's boyfriend. Queen of America.
Still called America? Like, is that what?
It's still the United. It's the United States of America, and then all the and then all the like representatives or whatever you have. Oh, there's still a Congress and stuff. So she pretty much
it's like
how
Parliament
figurehead.
Like what England is doing. Okay.
Yeah, it's like Parliament. Okay.
But then you have like the dukes and duchesses of like California and like stuff like that.
This is insane.
That's crazy. You couldn't make up a new name. Just make up some new names.
It's the same state. It's just that they have a monarchy and now people are part of the nobility. Oh,
how did this come to be? Like, did we never annex from Britain, or did we, like, what is happening?
No,
how did this happen?
So, there's like a prologue that explains everything, but it's so they fought off the British, they gained their independence, yippee, and then they, instead of George Washington being like, there can be no king, he goes, I will be king. They offer him a crown, and instead, which is like kind of like the whole thing that like America will not be a monarchy, right? He says no. It's like a big thing that he does. He says yes in this book.
And he goes, you know what? That's a good idea. So why did they leave Britain in the first place?
Yeah. they wanted to be they wanted their own king. They wanted independence. It was all because everything else is the same. It's like taxation and like they didn't like that. And
What the hell?
Okay, sure, I guess.
Why the hell not? Why
I
the hell not?
everything else is the same except for the monarchy part.
You see, that's where I fall with some issues. I don't think it would be the same though.
This is the laziest writing I've ever heard of in my life. This is the laziest.
And I ate it up.
And I'm eating it up.
Yeah. I'm eating it up. I think, how many books are there now? There's definitely 3.
That's insane.
Girl.
Last I heard there was 3. American Royals.
Yeah. Listen, I hate to like.
Is 4? Yeah, there's 4 now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Listen, I hate to like disparage a writer. You guys are doing God's work. Whatever. Some of the shit that's getting published.
Horrendous.
Especially like in the young adult section. Sometimes, like, I haven't read young adult in years, but sometimes I'll peruse to see what's going on. Horrendous. What are we doing? What is happening to our young children of America?
Oh, which leads me to another story of something that happened at work today.
Okay.
But one of the kids was doing his homework. He's doing like a biography report on Jackie Robinson. So he has his like the questions that he has to answer and the Jackie Robinson book that like for kids next to it.
Yes.
And one of the questions was like, how long was their schooling? Basically, how much education did this person receive?
Yeah.
And at first he was confused. He was like, the book doesn't say how many hours he was in school every day.
Oh.
And I was like, understandable. I was like, no, buddy, they're asking like how long he went to school, as in, like how much many years, how much education did he get? And he was like, I don't think he got very much. But my coworker had been like helping him, and he's like, no, remember in this part of the book it says that he went to college. So he got some college. And so he was like, I'm not sure, because in the book they never said anything about him being in elementary school. So how do we know he actually got all the way to college?
I love that. You know what? He's digging deep.
Asking the good questions.
He's like, well, what do we know? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, if he got to college, we can assume, like, if we use logic, he did have go through.
He went straight to the top.
That's what he said. He was like, no, but you can skip a grade. So how do I know that he didn't just like?
Oh my god. Honestly, these are smart questions. He's like, how do we know? I want to know. Oh my gosh, I love that. That's so cute. That's so. Oh my gosh. Anyway, by the way, first daughter making a lot more sense now that you're into American Royals. Yeah, she falls in love with the bodyguard. Well, go back to first daughter.
It's basically the same. They all fall under the same category of like people in power falling in love, I guess.
You love the privileged. You love
yes.
and yes. And yes.
And I wish to be one of them.
Oh. Interesting.
Back to the movie.
Anyway, back to the movie.
I have one more thing I want to say.
Okay.
And then we can. And this is something that Sarah said in her notes. That kind of confused me, but whatever. So, spoiler alert for anyone who doesn't know. They have sex in this movie.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Kind of a thing that happens.
Before marriage?
Before marriage. And it's gay sex. You can't consummate the marriage.
So, wait, so does it cancel out?
I don't know.
Kind of.
In the church.
Anyways, they have sex in this movie, right? One of the things that Sarah said, it kind of baffled me. I don't really know what to take of it. She said, something, there's gay sex happening on my screen. I didn't know you could do it like that. What does that mean?
Does she mean, and I am sorry for being crass, Allie. Yeah. I'm gonna look at May when I say this. Does she mean I'm guessing because there's a whole argument, not argument, but like speech about how Alex is like, I don't know what to do, like in this, and Henry is basically going, I'll top. And so I thought Sarah took it as, I didn't know you can bottom on the top.
Is that what Henry was doing?
Yeah.
Oh, he was bottoming from the top?
No, Alex was.
No, he was topping from the bottom.
Yes, Henry is topping from the bottom. Alex is bottoming from the top.
Like, why wouldn't Henry? Obviously, Henry has had. Sorry, Allie. I'm really sorry.
I'm sorry, Allie. You can plug in your ears and go la 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 la.
Obviously, Henry has had gay sex before.
Yeah.
He said this.
Yes.
Boarding school.
With the boarding school.
So why wouldn't he top?
That could not tell you. Like,
I don't understand.
I have no clue, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if it's to make Alex feel more comfortable or something, but it doesn't make sense. The whole thing doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Also, the other thing about Sarah's comment that confused me is she followed that note up with, "This is what I get for not reading Yaoi," and I
don't know what she meant by it.
I don't know what she means by this.
Maybe
I wish she was here to answer.
Maybe Sarah didn't know gay men could have sex. She's all, what? This could happen? She's confused.
Men could have sex?
Men can have sex with each other? Yeah.
Whoa.
Also, I'm also gonna call out Sarah because she's not here. I love that she wrote the notes to an email to herself. Why? Can't tell you. She texted us this. Why didn't she write it in her notes app on her phone?
Because here's the thing, for all the other movies, she's written her notes in the notes app.
But this one time is an email to herself. It literally says, to Sarah from Sarah. Like, it makes no sense. I was like,
why did she have to send it? You could
and also, why did she send it? There's so many questions, and I wish she was here.
We're never gonna get any answers.
No, I'll ask her next time. I'll ask her next week. I'll be like, girl, I have questions that need to be answered. Anyway. Other things about this movie, it looks awful. Like, it's so bad. I need to talk about the green screen. The green screen is so bad. It literally looks like YouTube clickbait. Like, I'm so baffled. Like, all the scenes of like the White House oh my god, it looks like them looking out the window. It looks awful. Like, it looks
just that opening scene with the royal wedding.
Exactly that. Yeah. Yes. And the videos of Alex like talking to like the DNC essentially is crazy.
Evil.
It's so crazy.
Well, actually, I take it back about the royal wedding because Sarah thought that you sent a link to the actual.
So, for context, I sent an Internet Archive link to this movie. God bless the Internet Archive. I love you. But Sarah was like, where do you watch this movie? Is it on like Netflix or something? Also, she was talking about a TV show. She was like episode 1, and I was like, I have no clue.
I was really confused.
I was trying to figure out what she meant. I think she was actually gonna watch Young Royals. Which I should have said yes, because I looked up like red, white, and royal blue, and like what is like the first thing that comes up, and it's Young Royals. Okay, yeah. So hopefully, but I sent the like preview image for the Internet Archive link is the first still of the actual movie, which is of the royal wedding and like the big outside crowd coming for the royal wedding. And Sarah was like, I thought you sent a link to like the royal wedding. I was like, no, why would I send that? I just want everyone to watch. I just want everyone, kind of get into it.
Let's watch the royal
wedding. My god, insane lore drop by my father. Not insane, but like lore drop by my dad. he was talking to somebody we knew, like a family friend we knew, and I don't know how that got into the subject of, they were talking about like TV shows, I think. Oh, and they were talking about The Crown, and my dad was like, yeah, I'm kind of a history buff when it comes to the royal family. He has never talked about the royal family at all with us. I don't know if he's lying. I'm like, what? I'm like, you have
interest.
I was like, Father, are you hyperfixating? Like,
interesting.
my dad's special interest, the royal family.
The royal family. As most mothers and I guess parents. Well, every mother is obsessed with Princess Diana.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Everyone
is.
Yes.
Everyone should be.
Everyone should be. Yeah.
I love you,
Alright,
Princess
Diana. You would have loved Red, White,
When
and
royal blue.
Okay, that's my other question. Do you think Harry
Oh!
or Meghan or William or anyone has watched this movie?
I hope so. I hope probably
Maybe
Megan.
she's heard of it.
Yeah, probably Megan.
Yeah.
If anyone.
Oh, well, I had a question concerning that too. Is where there's just no Victoria. Wait, May, you wrote about this.
Yeah, there's no Victoria. Because
Victoria.
because in the movie, Henry, Nicholas Gallatin, gay, not gay man, he says
straight man.
that his like royal last name is like Stuart Hanover, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the House of Stuart is the same house as Mary, Queen of Scots. And I said that like if the Stuart thing comes from like if Mary, Queen of Scots was Queen of England. I realized earlier today that that's actually wrong, but whatever. It still counts, right? But the Hanover thing, because never mind. But the Hanover thing he would only be a Hanover if Queen Victoria wasn't Queen of England, because she was the last ruling member of the House of Hanover. Because her son didn't inherit her name because of like womanhood or whatever. So when her son, I think her son's name is Albert or something like that. I don't know, but he started the dynasty of like Saxe-Coburg-Gotha or whatever like that. So yeah, Henry is not descended from Queen Victoria,
and that is the trajectory of Uma Thurman winning the presidency. This is the alternate universe we could have lived in, where Hillary won.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna assume you're correct. I have literally no clue about like European history. I'm so bad at it.
Right. Yeah.
That sounds
I have
correct.
a special fixation on it, so yeah.
There we go. All right. Other things. Yeah, this movie looks shitty. The lighting is awful. There's literally the coffee shop scene looks like a medicine commercial. It looks so bad. I also watched, in preparation for this, the UnCarly video about it. That was the reason I changed. We were going to watch another movie, but I changed it to this. Because I was watching it, and I was like, oh my god, Red, White, and Royal Blue would be such a funny movie to watch for this. And she talks about it in the video, and it's a good point to bring up, is that they blew the extras budget so badly in like a couple scenes that they literally have to be like in the crowd scenes, they don't show the crowd. They're like digitally altered in. She thinks the party scene looks good. I don't. I think it looks awful. Because in the book, the party is like this massive, like, rager. Like, there's like thousands of people that come to it. And so for me, it doesn't live up to my expectation of the party. I'm like, okay, this is not what it is. There's like no, it's so sparse. There's no budget for this movie. None. Yeah. Except in like two scenes. The one where they're having sex in France, and the one where they're on the raft in or like the wooden floating plank thing in Texas.
Yeah.
That's the only time the movie looks good.
They put all of their budget into that lake.
That lake scene.
Whatever the other scene was.
And Stephen Fry.
Hotel room.
And Uma Thurman.
And Stephen Fry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stephen Fry, one scene. He clocked in one day. He was like, and I'm done.
And I'm going back to you, everybody.
Most of the movie's budget.
Okay. Other things. This movie also has insane plot points. Just bonkers plot points to get Alex and Henry together. The one we all talked about was the shooting.
Shooter.
There's an active shooter situation in a children's hospital. By the way,
It was fireworks.
it was fireworks, and but like we don't know that as an audience until
Yeah.
later.
When it happens, it's an active shooter situation that leads to the forced proximity trope.
In a closet. And they have to like hold each other. There may be a shooter in the like cancer ward of the children's hospital. Isn't that's a crazy like
Yeah. And this
I
is
was
when
like,
we
they're
decide
quite
to
chatty
kickstart the
for-
relationship.
what?
Yes. Oh, I was like, they're quite chatty for like an active shooter.
They're
situation.
loud for an active
They're
shooter.
very loud.
I would be like freaking out. Like
You guys don't have enough fear.
yeah, this is the privileged. This is the elite. This is what. I was like, oh my god. We talked about Southern. It's not a plot point, but just a part of the plot is Southern Uma Thurman. She talks when, which is insane. When Alex comes out as bisexual to her, she talks about PrEP. She talks about bottoming in her Southern voice. It is insane. I think about it every day. I'm like, Uma Thurman talked about Travolta, like Travolta cameo sponsored.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. It's so bad as well.
Also, because like the husband doesn't have a southern accent.
No,
They're both from
No,
Texas.
he doesn't.
he has.
Alex doesn't have a southern accent.
He doesn't have a southern. Only her. Only she does.
Here's my other issue with this, with the language in
Oh
this,
yeah.
story. But what's his name?
The dad.
Plays up. Not the dad. First, I'm gonna talk about Alex, who, assumedly, grew up. That's not a real word. He grew up speaking Spanish.
Right.
And I understand that the actor's doing his best, but hey, could we have gotten somebody who actually...
We do not have money for a dialect coach. It is not there. We spent it on
Not a
Steven.
dialect coach. He did not... His ass did not take Spanish in high
His
school.
ass did not take Spanish. Yeah, it's so bad.
He has one line when he's talking to the political journalist that is in Spanish, but I swear to God he mumbles it because he does not know it. He can't say it.
Okay, I was glad because I was like, even I don't speak Spanish, but I can at least like know like what is like that things are excited. But I was literally like, there's nothing. I hear nothing. Like
No.
I will say.
And then the other thing
this
is
an
that the
excuse.
father is a Mexican immigrant and has no accent. Like, okay, he
Yeah.
doesn't have to have an accent, but
no, but like he
like,
came to He came to
he was
America
12.
when he was 12. He should have some like you would think there would be something.
Yeah, those are my thoughts.
It's so
On the
bad.
language in this. Everyone's accent is off. May, you were gonna say something.
Okay, a few things. I'm on his Wikipedia page right now.
Whose?
First of all, the guy who plays Alex,
Okay.
Taylor
Z-
Zakar
Yeah,
Perez.
Taylor,
Yeah,
that's his
right?
name.
Taylor.
Mhm.
He has a diverse ancestry. He's Mexican, Middle Eastern, Croatian, and Hungarian. So, represent
Hungary.
Hungary.
The proud
Uh,
nation.
Also, okay, when he went to UCLA, he majored in Spanish culture and community.
No, he didn't.
And I am being lied to. Well,
And again, I'm sure he's doing his absolute best. Like they were like, by the way, you're speaking Spanish in this role, but he had already signed the contract. Like he,
Yeah.
but yeah,
he didn't
I
know.
just-
First day, they're all what? He's all what?
but yeah, I take issue
God.
with it.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Southern Uma Thurman, terrible dialect. No dialect coach was there.
No dialect coach.
There was none. There's also
No budget Dialect Coach.
For me, this is also an insane plot point, or just insane scene, I guess, is when they're at the party and they have the romantic moment to Little John to get low. Is that it's Little John? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
And everyone gets low, but they see each other in the crowd. They both stand. It's so funny. It's like, why?
The funny thing for me also is that like Alex is like fully like going with the dance. Like he knows what's going on.
He knows the song. It would only be Henry that wouldn't do it. And maybe Henry would just really quickly when he sees everyone else. It's so funny. It's so and it's
funny.
all and like the music
It goes slow-mo.
And music cuts out. It's like get low. Get low. It's like why? It's like, why? It's so funny. Do you guys have any other insane plot points that you grasped onto? Or scenes, or just anything? This movie's insane.
Oh, I have a costuming thing.
Go. You go.
Nicholas Galzatine shows up in a suit everywhere. And I understand that that's part of the character. I get that. However, he shows up to Texas in a suit.
Oh, yeah. That's right. He's in the Jeep. Everyone else is in like shorts and a shirt, tank top.
Give him some civilian clothes. Oh yes, and then they give him the like plaid shirt that he wears to the bar.
And then he wears Alex's longhorn hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of the none of the suits look like they're very comfortable either.
Just the suit.
They don't fit. I don't.
Oh, I also have an insane plot point. It'll go actually. I'll keep it. It'll go more into my next thing. Anyone else?
It's not like a plot point or anything, but it's just this one line that Nicholas Galzatine says, and it's like a very serious scene. It's during the period when like Henry and Alex are like kind of broken up.
My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one person for another.
It's not my fault that I like stared at her boobs.
Yeah, it's the we should talk about it. Nicholas Galzatine was also like dueling with bottoms at the time. I think that's where the gay allegations came in. They were like, you were in two like back to back. And so it did take me out of it. I think that scene is actually like Nicholas Galzatine is a really kind of good actor.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. He's a good actor. He does really well in this part. He like for what he's given, he's put it in his all. But and so I'm like getting into it, and then I forgot that line was coming up, and it took me out of it because I was like, I just hear like the bottoms like thing after.
So funny.
My life is the crown, and yours is politics, and I will not trade one prison for another. I'm sorry that I stared
at Miss Riley's tits.
I thought you were gonna mention the line where they get back together and Henry sends Alex back off to America, and he goes, "Go win an election." All serious. I'm like, he's not going off to war.
Godspeed, soldier.
Crazy. I know.
It's so crazy.
Nicholas Galzatine is putting his like entire
whole heart
and balls into this role.
Everything is into this. Even Taylor is not really. But Nicholas Galzatine, this is serious to him.
Serious. Like everyone else in this movie is like bad. Like
pretty bad.
Really giving a good performance, except for
Nicholas Galzatine, who is like, I understand this to a level nobody else does. It's insane. It's so insane. That's actually also a good segue. Talking about the election, because I need to talk about the basic political knowledge of this movie. What I was gonna say, one is Alex, like, Henry goes, when, spoiler, Texas flips blue, which we will get into in a second. But like, Henry goes up on stage with Alex and everything. And, like, I think there would be a controversy there.
Controversy. You're hard launching your relationship during the election.
Well, no, this wasn't. I guess not hard launch. Hard launch was the emails, the leaking emails.
Hey, Stephen Fry says that he read the emails. If my grandfather was like, I read the emails, I'd be like,
and I'm done. I'm gonna throw myself off this balcony.
Also, this is 2020. Why are we emailing each other?
I guess
know. They thought it was more secure, more private.
It's an email.
Yeah, I don't know how. I know in the books they email as well, but they also text. I don't know. I'll get more into it with the book versus movie thing because there's some discrepancies. But going into the flipping Texas thing, I hate to talk about it because Alex gives this memo to his mom and the political correspondents and everyone, chief of staff, and is like, I can flip Texas blue. And the mom's like, no, you fucking cannot. And I'm with Uma on that. No, you can't. And they're like, okay, how can we flip Texas blue? Like and he's all, we just need to register more voters and fund grassroots campaigns. And that's it. That is the entire, thing that they do, is they're like, and then he goes out to Texas, and they have him do this insane montage of nothing. He is talking to only, he's talking to, 5 people in the back of a truck. And then he's like, we registered 1 million voters. And I'm not to, discount, obviously, with voter, they're, trying to, take away voting rights. I know these things. But, there's more to that than just registering voters and funding grassroots campaigns. Yeah, you didn't think we fucking knew that, Alex?
Also, it's framed as all of this is taking place in a week.
Yes! How?
We managed to do all of that in a week, which isn't how things work.
Also,
honestly,
even in the book, I think it's over a course of a couple of months. That should have been being done years in advance.
That should have started the first time she was elected.
Yeah, I was honestly. When your mom was elected.
Yeah. Also, I think it's crazy. Be political, whatever. Be political, be active. I think it's weird that he's so active in his mother's campaign.
It seems and I'm not I don't for me, politicians' children do not, I don't think about,
no.
I think about the politician,
fucking Malia Obama wasn't doing grassroots shit.
No.
When Obama was getting reelected.
She was she was getting a degree. She's in school. Yeah. So is Alex. Alex goes to Georgetown. In the books, he's in Georgetown going for law.
How old is he? Yeah, he's in law. He's
in law.
At least 24.
Or it's political science. He's getting his bachelor's, I think, in the book.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't know much.
School.
He's school. He's actively in school. By the way, when they're talking, Pop Crave cameo.
Pop Crave is here, by the way. What the fuck?
How did they get it?
Straight up fake one, guys. It's crazy.
Oh, I had something I want to say and I can't remember it. Oh, wasn't part of the memo, and this is part of the memo. Part of what the 1 million new voters were, is that they were going to sign up. They were immigrants are going to turn Texas blue. But immigrants, if you're not a citizen, you can't vote.
Yeah, no, it makes no sense, right?
Whole strategy doesn't make any sense.
Also, Texas, there has been a lot of talk about turning Texas blue, and I think maybe one day we'll see it. But Texas is so embroiled in political turmoil. A lot of it, there's a lot of fighting between, like, you know, younger people, like, in major metropolises, like Austin and Dallas and Houston and everything, that do make it bluer. But a lot of Texas is still staunchly Republican, and staunchly red. Like, it's so, like
it's
this
like it's in the South, it's against the border, like it's on the cusp of like the Bible Belt.
There's a lot of political turmoil going down in Texas. All right, you're not gonna in like 4 months gonna turn it blue. Like, it's not gonna happen. Yeah. Even if you're from it, it is not happening. Like,
it's not happening at all. Also, like, we don't like actually read the memo, obviously, as the audience, but we see the folder that Alex hands over to his aide. There is nothing in that folder.
5 pages, maybe.
I'm saying one.
A bullet point list.
Yes.
There is nothing in that memo.
Nothing.
And we still managed.
It could have been
turn
a sticky note.
It could have been an email.
It could have been a sticky. This could have been an email.
So bad. So bad. And he's like, guys, I know what we must do. Flip Texas. And it's like, no. Ugh. Anyway.
No.
All right. Anything else about anything before I go to the book versus movie?
No. Go for it. I'm
my big thing is that I love you gay people. I'm so glad you have your representation. I could not give a shit about whatever the fuck Alex or Henry are doing.
It's so
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Because part of it is because it's just so completely unrelatable.
It's unrealistic. And movies don't have to be realistic, but there's so much that, like, it's so crazy. Like, it's too much.
The story is not grounded in reality at all.
And it's also, like, about the elite.
On the plane.
Oh, yeah. He's, like going back and forth. There's a Letterboxd review that's like, this puts Taylor Swift's emissions into shame or something. Like, it's so bad.
I know. Like, there's, like, gay people can be rich. Like, go ahead. I give you my blessing to be rich and gay.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm not sure that was the problem, but okay.
But it's like, I can't really care about someone when they're part of the English royal family.
Also, again, yeah.
I don't really care.
It's like they're like he go dancing at the Victoria Albert, whatever that museum is, that very famous museum.
Yeah.
But like Henry's family like stole artifacts from like indigenous cultures and
colonized the entire world.
Like,
I do not give a shit if you're feeling like closeted. Like, dude, I know that being part of the royal family has its own problems, but like there are bigger fish to fry.
There's a line. I think it's when they're when they're at the piano about to go see Stephen Fry, the king.
Yeah.
And there's something Alex says, and Henry just goes, like, Alex is talking about like being Mexican and like middle class. By the way, middle class. So I don't know about that, but he's talking about it, and Henry goes, "I'm learning, dear." I was like, what?
Oh, and then he reads that book. When he's in Austin, he's reading a book on
Girl, Women, Other.
Spanish.
Oh, in Spanish. He's reading. Henry's reading Girl, Women, Other, which is and then Easter egg. Alex is reading One Last Stop, which is a Casey McQuiston novel. He's learning. He's an ally.
Learning.
It was about like the immigrant experience or something. I need to look this up.
He's like, I need to know. Oh my god.
My god. Look, I support unlearning like
bias.
your colonizer past.
Yeah,
whatever. Go ahead, man. This is insane.
That is so crazy.
This is insane.
He's fully, like, 25. Like...
Yeah. Like, okay, so your boyfriend is, like, not white and his dad's an immigrant, so now is the time to get woke.
And
like,
also...
This is fucking for real, bro.
Also, like, I need to know the politics of, President Uma Thurman. Because if she's, like, Hillary Clinton, I don't know how good that is.
Oh, you're right. It's girl, women, other. But I just saw the author's name first, and that's it's Bernardine Evaristo, and my brain clocked it as Spanish.
Hispanic.
Okay, yeah.
I think that book is about, like, the Black British experience for women, if I'm correct.
Oh.
I've seen it before.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I need to know the politics of President Uma Thurman. Like, what is... are you, like, passing, like, anti-trans laws? Like, girl, I need to know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like,
What is your
this reality in which, like, red, white, and royal blue takes place, I don't think gay marriage is legal.
I don't...
You don't think it is?
I don't know. Because, well, it was in 2013.
Yeah.
It became legalized. Okay. So it would have to be... She rescinds it. She overturned... Okay. The Supreme Court overturned gay marriage when they heard about Alex and Henry.
I do also think that, like, this universe is giving me the vibe of, like, we just, like, 10 years ago decriminalized being gay.
So it's like yeah, we have a woman who's the president and we elected that, but like other terrible things are like occurring. Fair enough. Yeah. I get that. There has to be a balance. There has to be a balance.
Not everything's gonna be perfect.
Yeah. You can either get gay people or woman president.
Choose.
Choose.
Part of the unrealistic thing, millions of people showed up to support Henry's coming out.
Yes.
We're just stopping in the middle of a workday to show up to Buckingham Palace.
And like what, like, I think I guess this is our circle and everything. We're literally just talking about it. Like, cool, you're a gay, like, prince and everything, but you've never, like, didn't, like, publicly go on to hate being part of the royal family. Like, what are you doing to, like... Yeah. Like, I don't care.
As far as we know, Henry has never publicly supported gay people.
As
far as we know.
I will say in the movie that does happen, but in the book, he does start up a foundation for, like, it's like an LGBT relief center and everything, support center.
Is this pre coming out or post coming out?
Oh, honestly, I think it may be post. I think.
Okay.
Oh, that was interesting.
Like, listen, if the Prince of England were to come out as gay now, I would be like, congrats on being gay. I hope that I hope the royal family doesn't kill you.
Yeah.
They're not pretty into gay people, whatever. But also, like, hey, homie, like, I feel like you're still gonna call me the F slur. Right?
Yeah, like, pretty bad.
Because you haven't given me any reason to, like, think that you're one of those, like, woke gay people, you know?
Those woke ones. Yeah.
Those woke ones.
That's the vibe. Alright, there's a lot of discrepancies, as I was just talking about, between the book and the movie. That honestly, like, the movie is so lackluster in comparison to the book. It's hard to adapt a novel. I know that. Talked about it ad nauseum throughout 4 years of getting an English degree. Like, I know it's hard to adapt a novel into a movie, into a screenplay, yada yada. There's a lot of differences. Anyway, that kind of make the movie bad. It's already bad. Whatever. So, one of the big differences is that Alex actually has a sister in the book. That they fully cut out. She is gone. Huh. The sister is named June. I think she's She's older. I think Alex is the younger brother.
Okay. This makes sense.
And this makes sense.
From this
He was
tracks.
giving a lot of younger brother energy.
And
Yes,
June
he
is
was.
June is older. I think June's like a data analyst.
Well, they replaced her with the cousin.
So yes, Nora is already there in the book. They're called the White House Trio. They just cut out the sister.
Okay, interesting.
And gave a
Oh, this is just like American Royals. Sorry.
How? May I ask how?
So there's the girl who's next in line to become queen who kills her father when she tells him that she's marrying
Heart
the
attack.
guard.
Yes.
I remember this.
She has two younger twin siblings. It's a girl and a boy. And they have a best friend who is the child of the king's former advisors who is gay.
Wait,
Right, and I stand. Or the king is gay. Who's gay?
Who's gay?
The best friend of the twins' mothers.
What?
What? Wait,
The mother of the best.
friend.
wait. So there's twins. They have a best
There's
friend
twins
who is the child of a former advisor.
of a
The
former
child
advisor.
is gay?
No,
Who's gay?
the former advisor
He's
is married
gay.
to.
She's gay.
She's gay.
She's gay.
Lesbian.
Okay.
Lesbian.
A lesbian.
Okay.
Okay. They were so convoluted. There were so many different like.
Oh my
I
God.
can't remember anyone's name anymore, and but there's
Relations.
twins. Yeah. There's twins, and then there's the best friend, and they're like the three of them go on like they're always together. And then the best
go
friend
on
dates the brother for a minute in secret, and then that doesn't work out.
What? This is crazy.
And then she
Crazy.
dates in the second book the twin brothers' best friend, who is also middle class, and so they relate to each other more.
So they're together.
Because they literally, I think there's a
What
line in
the
the book where they're like, it's just like, how do you really, it's so hard being around people who are royalty.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
We have to
Yeah.
abolish the monarchy.
We do. We get books like this. That's the only reason we need to abolish the monarchy. I can't stand books like this. Oh my god.
Go on.
Anyway, so there's the sister named June. I think she's a data analyst. Nora is still there in the book as well. And they're all called the White House Trio. They're like these affluent people, apparently, that the public cares deeply about. I don't know how. I don't or why.
Sure.
She actually is the one to have the relationship with Pez.
Oh, okay.
With Henry's friend. Pez also has a way bigger part in the novel. He barely speaks in this movie.
He has a line.
He has a line. Nora, I think, is gay or something in the book.
They made her straight.
They made her a straight woman, which...
Oh.
Erasure.
So...
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a significant lack of lesbians in this movie.
Yeah,
By the
there's a lot in the book.
Yeah.
I think the bodyguard is in a relationship with... What do you mean? Right on. That's what I meant.
As you should.
Women. Anyway. My favorite thing, my favorite change, actually. So in the book, it's the Queen of England. But they casted Stephen
Fry.
So this got released in 2022.
Oh, the queen is dead.
So the Queen is...
No, not yet. No, yes, she is. Wait a minute.
Wait.
So they cast...
Why did Elizabeth die?
So they casted Stephen in 2021 before the Queen died.
Yes.
The reason is, and this is according to Yahoo Entertainment, so take it with a grain of salt.
Putting all my ducks
into Yahoo Entertainment, they said Lopez, the director, realized early on that he wanted to make the change, revealing they cast the role in fall 2021, 1 year before the Queen died at age 96. Her Majesty was still alive at the time. I also knew that for most of the life of this film, most people will access it while there is the King of England. He was banking on the Queen dying.
That's evil.
Which I think is so crazy. I read that, I was like,
that's crazy.
He's all like, yeah, she's out soon, so we'll do the king.
Bro, you can still do a queen. We already have President Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
No.
Why not have another woman in charge?
Only one.
Yeah.
Only one. There has to be balance in the universe.
Yeah. Only one woman.
Only one woman. I thought that was crazy. I was like, wow, you're banking on the Queen dying. Her Majesty.
And I mean, like, is that such a, hard prediction to make?
Well, she was 96, so, like, let's be realistic.
She was getting there.
Yeah.
Next point is the evil gay journalist is a new character they made for this movie. He does not exist in the book.
Hello?
He's not a character in this book. Like,
okay.
That's just a fully new character that they made, that they got rid of Alex's sister for.
That's crazy.
Don't feel bad about them not having a budget anymore. You casted something.
Made bad decisions.
Yeah.
Made bad decisions.
That's crazy. Because I was also thinking that. I was like, okay, not only are there no lesbians, which, first of all, if there's a gay man, there's a lesbian.
Around.
For every one gay man, there's 3 lesbians. Let's be clear on that, okay?
That's fact.
And that's a fact, okay? If you go outside, 1 gay man, 3 lesbians, right?
No.
So not only are there no lesbians, but there's only 3 gay people in this movie. 2 of them are the guys we have to watch all the time.
Yeah.
And then the other one is the evil journalist.
Is the evil journalist.
What?
That very much is implied that he leaked the emails. It's very...
Yeah.
He's the one that did it. So, yeah, I literally wrote, there's a new fucking character for some reason. He does not exist in this book. The character of Miguel, that is the evil journalist, who's also bad at his job, he's made up of a kind of a combination of 2 of the book characters. Liam, who is a high school friend of Alex, who he had, like, a gay awakening with. And which is crazy. It's a very brief thing. He's kind of like, I had this thing with this guy named Liam, and it was like, yeah. And then Rafael Luna, who is a gay politician who works with Alex's dad that Alex, like, looks up to. He's a huge part of the book and is not in the movie.
Okay.
Was Alex groomed?
No, oh my god, no! Why did you think as gay people groom? Let's talk about that.
No, wait a minute.
What was it your first time?
No. Because, well, like, I'm assuming, okay, because we're saying that Alex is, like, well, I guess if he's 18, that doesn't make it better.
Oh my god! You're digging yourself in a hole!
I am.
Okay.
Somebody take the shovel away from me. But I don't know, because I was just like, well, this is an older man because he's a politician.
No.
He's working in a high position.
So
that's what you made it sound like.
No! He's just like he's like a secondary father figure. Like...
Oh, I thought you said he had a relation.
Well, he had like a working relationship with.
Oh!
Dude.
Well, you brought him up after you mentioned Liam.
Well, it's supposed to be like, because a huge part of what I was gonna go into.
I'm sorry.
Before you assumed all gay people groom minors, which I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. May, how do you feel about that?
No comment.
Oh, what is that Big Bird thing of like, no comment? Oh, he's avoiding the question. Anyway,
I apologize.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry, gay people. So in the book, the whole like exposing emails thing, is actually not orchestrated by the evil gay journalist.
Yeah.
And we only will refer to him as such, evil gay journalist. It's all orchestrated by the Republican Party. They hack into. Well, you know, not all of them, but it's whoever is the Republican candidate. It's what's his name, Jeffrey Richards. His team behind his like campaign team. They hack Alex and Henry's letters and send them out to publications.
Okay.
And so, and in their, in the thing, Raphael Luna comes forward and is like, "Hey, I know who did it." Because Raphael Luna was groomed by Jeffrey Richards.
Oh.
So there is grooming
There
involved.
is grooming involved. It's very much implied. It's not like outright he's like, but he's like, there was something happening. Because he said Jeffrey Richards always took the boys by themselves. Or something of the sort. It's like crazy. I was like,
Oh, no.
Raphael Luna, no.
What did my father text?
There's already so many things happening in this story. I don't think we needed to add child molestation.
Well, listen, let's be very real. I know this is not grounded in reality, but
this is the way we decided to ground it
the reality. The reality.
Child molestation
in the book, but not in the movie.
Not in the movie.
So, and then yeah, but because they had to get rid of Raphael Luna, they in that whole thing, they made it into evil gay journalist. I don't know why. He's so bad at his job. By the way,
yeah,
this is more of a fucking controversy than anything else. Alex kind of did. Alex had relations with a political correspondent for like Politico or something. Like that's and was like telling him things. I was like, Alex,
you're bad at this.
You're bad at this. Journalists, you're also. Honestly, journalists, you're good at this because you're getting the inside scoop.
Yeah. And you're not trying very hard, honestly.
No. So bad. Anyway.
It's crazy.
Other plot point, Alex's parents are divorced in the book, and Alex has another stepdad. Alex's dad that we see here, and Uma Thurman, are divorced. Alex's dad is just a, it's not a correspondent, congressman, that's the word, for California. And Alex has another stepdad that's the first man, and then Uma Thurman live all in the White House. But yeah, they're divorced. It's a kind of a bigger thing, because it's like, about him, he's like, I don't know if I could experience love, or something.
Sure, over yourself.
Henry, who has a sister named Bee, we saw her, she has the red hair.
Yeah.
She, in the book, has a drug addiction problem.
Okay.
She is sent to rehab multiple times. I think in the past. I don't think when the events of the book are occurring, but very much in the past when their father died, she like relapsed, and took up. I think she was. She has a certain name, and it has to do with cocaine, and I cannot remember what it is.
Oh,
it's like, I don't know. It's something with B. And in the leaked emails in the book, they talk about B's drug addiction, and so B gets exposed along with the guys.
The ways in which this decides to ground itself in reality is astounding.
It's crazy.
What the fuck?
And in the end, also the last thing, in the end, it's Henry's mom that stands up to the queen. She's been depressed this whole time. We only get mention of her in the movie, but in the book, she's like depressed the whole time because her husband died and they loved each other. The husband was like a very known actor and a very well beloved sort of thing. She loved him. She's been depressed, and this is kind of a big reveal moment that like the mom's out and she's supporting her son through this and like stands up to her grandma, her mother. Okay. I mean her mother, his grandma, and she like stands up for it. But in here, it's Henry and Alex standing up for themselves.
Okay.
And the gay people that are outside.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's awesome. The book. Thoughts?
That was worse. Everything about that was worse.
It made the book worse for you.
Just made it. What the fuck?
There's a lot going on.
I know. Listen, I love gay people. I'm glad you can have your representation. You have to pick better representation.
There is. If you had to give any better representation of gay people in media, what was your one pick would be? So people can cleanse their palate.
Yeah, okay. Who are gay people?
What?
Mm-hmm. Who are gay people?
Our audience.
Do I know gay people in media? Oh, the audience, that's well.
I'm looking at my books.
The cop-out answer is to just listen to every single one of our episodes.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
If you want the real experience.
You want the real experience.
I have to stop doing that. I've been doing this in, like, my life. Like, I'm just... Because we do it to each other, and I'm like, I gotta stop doing that.
I do it at work all the time, and my coworker has now picked up on it. It's spreading.
It's spreading.
You know what's great representation for gay people?
What?
The Social Network.
Yes.
Especially those AU fanfics.
I've heard of RPF, actually. RPF.
Yeah, the RPF. The RPF. Yeah.
You know, Brokeback Mountain's coming back in theaters. You'll be seeing us there.
You will be seeing us there. There's been so much discourse on Twitter about Brokeback Mountain.
Really? I haven't even seen it.
Well, it's not like exactly about Brokeback Mountain, but it's like it was this tweet and it was a still of Brokeback Mountain.
Yes.
When Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger are making out against the wall or whatever.
Yes.
And Heath Ledger's wife is watching them through the window. This is when she finds out that like her husband is gay and having an affair, right? And someone on Twitter basically says and I'm not going to say it verbatim because it's gross and disgusting, but it's basically just like she's acting all sad now, but like she's going to masturbate to this later. And it's so gross. And it's like, guys, like not every person fetishizes gay relationships. People. I know people on Twitter do. But
yes.
You know. So yeah. But anyways, you'll be seeing us in the theater.
Live commentary.
Live commentary. We'll be live
loudly live commentary.
Mic'd up.
Mic'd up. Ready to go.
Mic'd up at Brokeback Mountain.
I recently watched. We'll set up the live stream reactions. I recently watched To Wong Fu Thanks for Everything. Julie Newmar.
Love.
That was really good.
Wong Fu's
really
great.
Cute movie.
It's fun. Mm-hmm. That's a fun movie. I haven't seen that in a while. I love that movie. I don't know. Us is the answer. Everything. Mostly everything I consume is gay. Because I don't, like, care about straight people. Really. Except Allie.
Thanks.
Thanks, Guy.
Hey, thanks. I'm the diversity hire for this podcast.
Yes, you're the diversity hire.
The diversity hire.
And so my whole Twitter is all. I'm on my 3rd rewatch of Interview with the Vampire, so I'll say that. I love that show. I'm so hyper fixated. I got a Vampire Lestat shirt.
Oh Jesus!
It's cool. It's like somebody, you know when people like carve out like the rubber and then do a stamp of it.
Oh yeah.
They did it. It's very cool. I'll put it up here. But yeah, I'll say that. Or falsettos, one of the two. Or brats in the back row.
Or brats in the back row.
All
What
up
have
here.
what have I been consuming that's kind of gay?
Does this come out during Pride Month? I think this does.
It should. Oh my god, sorry, me screaming.
I think it does.
I think so.
No, it comes out a week right before June. That was a really weird way to say that.
No, right before Pride Month, and then we're actually only doing straight movies for Pride Month.
Yeah. Anyways, what have I been consuming? Well, the Beatles are pretty gay, you know.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and yes.
Well, yes.
We're McLennan
Yes.
truthers here.
We are. I bought
happened.
all of the Beatles movies on DVD.
Why?
All. Well, first of all, you cannot find any of them anywhere on streaming services.
That is the
And I
only
have
one you can see is like Hard Day's Night. That's it, actually.
That's it. And I have an innate curiosity. Oh, hey guys, what's up? And I have an innate curiosity. So I said, what do I have to lose? So I bought them all. And then I watched them. Are they good? No.
No.
That's okay. That's okay. But anyways, they're doing something fruity over there.
We're doing something fruity here.
We're doing something fruity here. All day, every day.
Every day. That's a good segue to the end. Thanks everyone for watching, listening. Follow us on Instagram, Brats in the Back Row. TikTok, Brats Pod. Tumblr, Brats in the Back Row. If you want to see me reblog a bunch of Interview with the Vampire, and in May reblog a bunch of Beatles, and that's it. There's nothing else on that Tumblr. What else? Our YouTube, Brats in the Back Row, or Spotify, Brats in the Back Row. We do episodes every Thursday unless something happens. And if something happens, you should follow us to know what's going on. Because we give a little announcement. We give a little, hey, hi everyone, hey.
Our Instagram is so cute.
It's so cute.
So cute.
That's all I have. Next week is May, and I saw the movie we're watching next week, and I laughed. Allie, you're gonna like it.
And it's going to be a really good start to Pride Month.
And I was gonna say, we're actually starting Pride Month right.
Pride Month, right.
I did see it. Hold on. Where is it?
I want to get a live reaction to Allie seeing what we're watching.
I think I vaguely remember Melina sending it. Hold on.
She sent the
Did you
little
send it in
spreadsheet.
general?
Yes.
Yeah, I sent
Yeah.
it.
Just go to
over
images.
the weekend.
I'm trying. Oh, here it is. Ah, yes. Yes.
It's a good start to Pride Month.
Good for Pride Month.
I didn't know that was.
We'll
I
talk.
didn't know that.
Oh, baby.
I've also.
We'll get into it.
I can tell you all the ways it's
Wait.
little.
I hope Sarah is actually there for, because that's Sarah.
That's right up
Yeah.
Sarah's
There's Allie.
alley.
She'll know. Maybe I should get Maya on. Maybe I'll ask Maya to also come.
Oh, yeah.
Because she was into it.
Get Maya to come.
I'll ask
Get
her.
Maya
I'll
to
ask
come.
her. Anyway. I'll just, whatever. That's all I have. Thanks, everyone. And goodbye.